Welcome back to Rate My Chase Beta Prospect. Before we get into the chases, we're gonna have a Gnag area segment brought to you by E40. So we have 4 chases in this Rate My Chase, and everybody involved in this one is gonna have Gnag connections. I understand I'm saying the word gang wrong, but you'll see why in a bit. First chase, we'll have the 1, 2, 3 Gnag being chased by last year, mostly from Yosemite. Next chase, we'll have Steenkors and Doofus Bailey chasing Avik in a classic DMH versus Sam showdown. Spoiler alert right there, we know who's gonna win that one. Third chase, we're gonna have the Finnish Gnag of Dupi, Naze, and Asera facing off against 2 cops. And last chase to round it off, we'll have Tank, the main co-host of the CNR News, and he is the guy that first popularized the misspelling of the word gang as Gnag, among other words that he created and I've made popular. Tank may not actually be in a Gnag, but he's from Chirac, and Chirac is always where the tough cocksuckers live. And as you may know from last time, the more chases that are in a Rate My Chase, the less quality the chase. Let's get into the chases. Alright, time for chase start off here. We start in Bantam Canyon going northbound. It is Yosemite going up here. We got a cop right in behind. It is last year in Furnace. Usually in Furnace in Los Santos would be Mark Furban, but it's okay because it's a different Los Santos. Yosemite will converge with a Granger on the road right here. We'll tell you who they are in a bit. Some shots there by both players, but Yosemite converges with the 1, 2, 3 Gnag, probably looking for some backup, but they have not been shot yet. Dusty Flop going around, getting into the gunner position. Yosemite being aggressive there with the Felts, but his health going down very low into the red right here. Last year going up as Yosemite eats an adrenaline pill. And look at this last year getting pancaked by Yosemite's Feltzer. Last year looked like he had no effort to try to put that car back on its wheels. We didn't see the wheels move. Last year gets out and takes some more pistol shots at Yosemite. I guess he doesn't have an assault rifle or something. Yosemite gets out and now he's got separation to get onto the 1, 2, 3 Gnag's Granger inside the vehicle. Last year we'll have to get a new vehicle here going northbound. He comes right back up. He's got a Felon GT now, but look at this. All of the rest of the 1, 2, 3 Gnag have all turned warrant by association. Hands, Dusty Flop, Pie Freak, all, and Coup as well, getting warrants. Surprising though that the 1, 2, 3 Gnag would not fight back at this juncture. It is, after all, a 5v1, or is it a 4v1? It could be, I probably can't count. Either way, this would suggest that the Gnag does not have any weapons, or great weapons anyway, as last year keeps on shooting with the pistols. Going northbound now into the tunnel under Fort Zancudo. Dusty Flop takes some shots with his pistol. Last year takes some shots back, but yeah, the 1, 2, 3 Gnag does not really have any firepower here, and there is some firepower as the Granger blows up, and it seemed like the Granger was fine, but just blew up out of nowhere. Probably, who knows? But either way, last year, you gotta give him an A+ right there, a 1v5 gives him the A+. Second chase, we got Andre Rowe as our special guest cameraman. Sam turned DMH because right now Sam is not doing a damn thing. DMH making all the moves in NG right now. But we have Steenkors and Doofus Bailey going up on Viek, as Viek goes over a hill for not such a great reason. We talked about in the last Rate My Chase that it isn't a great idea for warrants to go up into Blaine County to try to evade a helicopter, so Viek right now caught with his pants down, really nowhere to evade. He will turn around though, so that's a good way to get some separation. But all it'll do is delay the inevitable right here, as Viek does get some separation. So the warrant, there's another warrant on the streets, but it's DMH versus Sam here, so the two DMH cops are not going to bother with the random warrants on Route 68. They're going to try to go for the Sam dog here. If Viek will drive onto the sand, and I mean the bullets intuitively is not very good on the sand, neither is any sports or supercar, so a bit weird right here. Situation here by a Viek that he's forcing right here, but Steenkors and Doofus Bailey kind of messing around here with the Viek. Doofus Bailey is mainly just bursting shots on a Viek for the most part. A Viek though does get out of the bullet. He'll go inside the sheriff's department and try to get a bribe. He's got enough separation to do so. It seems like it's failed though, as he's still a warrant inside the police station. Steenkors will land the helicopter, but they're being shot at by a Sandy Shores bystander here, who is a God-fearing American with a gun. Doofus Bailey will plunge the knife into him as Steenkors gets the arrest on the Sam dog, Viek. Easy work by Steenkors and Doofus Bailey in Sandy Shores. Third chase here, but we want to make clear that this is the first chase to be showcased by the Ryzen 9 5900X. And in this one, we've got Jane MP Gens right here in a Cheetah Classic. We've got Doopy, Aseta, and Nasty. They just DM'd Pet on the streets as Nasty out of the ammunition goes right back into the Granger. In the gunner position, we see Jay right there looking to take some shots at the Granger tank, but look where the Granger is going. It's at MPG's, not even a gun out. He gets taken down. An automatic Super F for MPG's, although Jay with a nice kill on Nasty right there, but the Granger getting a lot closer, takes some shots at Jay, who has no cover. And Jay gets taken down as Civilian looks on here in a Frogger. Doopy looking to fix that Granger. As we get a bit later in this chase, Jay comes all the way back into Blaine County with a police interceptor as we go on to the airstrip. On the east side, we will see Nasty and Doopy trying to make a move right here as the Granger turns around and swipes Jay in the police interceptor. A ton of shots onto Jay's police interceptor right here as here comes a cop in a Frogger. It is Civilian as Doopy spawns a Swift, a Sarah very slow to come up there. That'll allow Civilian to come up and he'll take some shots at Doopy's Swift. Doopy trying to do something to Civilian right there. He does miss and he'll disengage. Jay also taking shots from behind the hangar on to Doopy's Swift as he gets away into Sandy Shores. A bit later now, we are in a helicopter in a Buzzard going northbound. Jay has gotten into Civilian's Frogger as Doopy and Sarah are now in Paleto Bay around the ammunition right now, as both entities now taking shots at each other. Doopy getting shot up. His car is a Bobcat XL. He gets out of it and runs to the front ammunition. Both warrants taking position right here to try to get some shots onto the Frogger, but shooting at helicopters is a really tough bet right here, as Sarah takes a ton of shots onto the Frogger. The warrants right now with not such a bad position right now, as Civilian will look to land the Frogger on the other side of the wall here. Doopy getting in the position, so will the cops as well. Some snipe shots by Jay and Civilian right here, as a Sarah is past the sidewalk on the other side of the street off screen. Jay gets a sniper kill on a Sarah. Sarah completely out in the open, as Doopy gets destroyed by Jay as well. Jay, not too bad in this chase, had some cojones. His cop partner, Empijins, though, has to learn how to do something. Last chase, we have Tank in a Dukes. He's a Ryzen 9 bro with the Ryzen 9 5950X. But Tank being chased here. He's in a Dukes taking shots from Botlagas, going northbound from Textile City into the start of Interstate 1 Los Santos Freeway. Botlagas trying to weave around this Pounder. Tank gets in the other lane as Blender hits Botlagas and stunts him in the chase for now, as Tank keeps going northbound now in Vinewood Hills. Tank will turn around to try to dodge the Frogger with Fusion and Costi 6969. Siux comes in as well with the police cruiser. Fusion now back into position as Tank went into the sand for a little bit, but now he's back on the road, driving on the wrong side of the road. He will weave on the wrong side of the road right here, gets back on the right side. Some more shots being taken by Costi 6969 right here. Again, Andre Rowe back in the passenger seat for our Vigilante right now. So a cop Tank right here, Wesley OG, Xanam, and Roy C. Tank down to very low health as the police interceptor gets spun out by a pet on the streets. And Tank keeps on going southbound right here, back toward Textile City at the end of the freeway. Tank will turn around, hit a pole as well, gets knocked into by Wesley, but Wesley took most of the brunt of that one as they spin out for whatever reason. And Tank goes back northbound. Tank keeps on going right here. A civilian passed by Kate Angel. Cameo. There's a cop to our north right here. I guess we'll figure out who that is. Tank keeping on going. He has separation from the cops following to the south, but Tank he runs into an NPC. The car's on fire. He gets out and he gets blown over by all of these cops. No star next to his name. Some noob stuff right there from the cops as Tank gets taken down. So that was Rate My Chase, Gnag area. All 4 chases rated and graded. So now, let's get into the Stugotz of the chase, and I think this one must be very easy. It is Empijins. So start the clip here, but let's get it into perspective right here. Jay and Empijins, very usual cop team. If you've been around the NG, you probably know that these two usually work together. Jay the driver, Empijins the passenger. But obviously, as Empijins would look and see as Jay is setting up for a fight right here, what is Empijins really doing to help his cop partner? I mean, at this point, why would you have a partner like this? Jay got a kill in the 1v3 right after, but MPGents has to be up there with Jay to take some shots at the Granger tank. If he was being useful, you look at the vehicle health 247, then they would have had a chance, and possibly neither would have died. But MPGents sitting inside the passenger seat of that Cheetah Classic, the Babby Cheetah Classic, and with that, MPGents gets the first Super F of Rate My Chase Beta Prospect. And that'll do it for another episode of Rate My Chase Beta Prospect. We beat a chase, what key beats a lot. Nice chases.